Maya, I don't even know if you'll read this.
Jason's thumb hovered over the blue send button. He had written this message and deleted it at least 100 times. Maya, I don't even know if he'll read this. I never stopped thinking about that night. The cursor blinked. The room felt too quiet. He sighed and pressed backspace. He hadn't texted her in 4 years. But tonight felt different. Maybe it was the rain. Maybe it was the silence. Or maybe it was because he finally realized what he'd lost. Jason used to think he had time. Time to fix things. Time to become better. Time to say sorry. But time, he learned, moves without mercy. After their breakup, he'd written her almost every night. Little confessions hidden in his phone's notes. I miss the way you said my name. I'm sorry for choosing my pride over your peace. I wish I'd listened instead of defended. Hundreds of messages. None sent. He watched her life from afar. A photo on Instagram of her at a school event, smiling beside her students. Another post of her hiking, sunlight catching her hair. She looked happy, and he was glad for her. But every time her name appeared in his people you may know section, his chest tightened. He'd tell himself, she's moved on. Don't be selfish. Then he'd close the app and return to the silence of his apartment. His mother once told him, regret doesn't rot overnight. It grows roots. And Jason felt those roots every day. He poured his energy into work, designing logos, editing videos, but the brightness on his screen only reminded him of the messages that would never be read. Until one night, something strange happened. It was late. Jason was half asleep, scrolling through his phone, trying to clear storage. He opened the drafts folder. Hundreds of notes, unsent messages, voice memos. He laughed softly. God, I really was a mess, he whispered to himself. Then, by accident, his finger brushed the send icon. He froze. The screen flashed. Message sent to Maya Torres. His heart stopped. He tried to undo it. Too late. He sat up, wide awake. Every cell in his body screamed. What did I just do? He clicked on the sent message. It wasn't one of the short ones. It was the one. The letter he'd written a year after the breakup. The one he'd poured everything into. Maya, I know you said not to reach out again. I've respected that. Mostly because I thought you deserved peace. But I also need to say this not for you, but maybe for me. I was selfish. I blamed you for asking for love the way you needed it. I mistook patience for weakness, and your silence for indifference. I'm not writing to win you back. I just want you to know. I finally understand. You were never asking for too much. I was just giving too little. He felt sick. He imagined her reading it, shaking her head, maybe showing it to someone else, thinking, he still hasn't changed. Minutes passed, then hours. No response. He sat there, watching the blue check marks appear beside his message. Seen, and that was worse than silence. The next morning, sunlight broke through the blinds. Jason dragged himself to the kitchen, made coffee, stared at his phone again. No reply. He laughed bitterly. Guess that's my closure. But that afternoon, while working on a client logo, his phone buzzed. Maya. He froze. Her message was short. Thank you for saying that. It took me a long time to heal, but hearing this helped more than I expected. I hope you're doing okay. He read it 3 times. Then he did something unexpected. He smiled. It wasn't the reply he once dreamed of. It wasn't love reborn. It was peace. For the first time in years, the weight in his chest loosened. He typed back, I am now. Thank you, Maya. He hit send, not out of desperation, but out of release. That evening, Jason walked to the park near his apartment. The city buzzed quietly. Car lights reflected on puddles, laughter echoing in the distance. He sat on a bench and watched the rain-soaked streets glimmer under streetlights. He realized that forgiveness isn't something you wait for. It's something you give yourself when you stop running from who you were. Later that night, he opened his laptop, created a new document. Title: The Message I Finally Sent. He began writing, not to Maya this time, but to himself. And as words filled the screen, he finally felt something he hadn't in years. Freedom. Closure doesn't always come from others. Sometimes it comes from courage. Maybe there's a message sitting in your phone right now, one you've never had the courage to send. Maybe it's not for them anymore. Maybe it's for you. If this story touched your heart, don't scroll away. Like, share, and comment what you felt, because your story might be the next one we tell. Follow I Spire Stories, where every struggle becomes a spark of hope.